Where are you going?"
And with many other words did he testify and exhort, saying, Save yourselves from this untoward generation. For I have appeared unto thee for this purpose.
Mr. Huxley was the man who had just finished a series of attacks against Christians. He was in a hurry to catch a train, and as he left the hotel he assumed that the doorman had told the taxi driver his destination. Huxley jumped in the taxi and demanded, "Hurry, I'm almost late, drive fast." As the taxi rushed through the streets of the city, Huxley finally realized that the driver was not going in the right direction. He shouted, "Do you know where you are going?" Without looking back, the taxi driver responded, "No, but I am going very fast." Peter, on the day of Pentecost, admonished the people to save themselves from this untoward generation. Acts 2:40. It was a generation that was going nowhere, but they were going very fast. We can get caught in the same situation today, going nowhere, but going very fast. It has been said, if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. It could also be added, and you'll never know when you get there. A small child was riding his bicycle round and round in circles. An older man asked, "Where are you going?" The boy responded, "Nowhere," and continued to ride in circles. The man continued to ask, "Where are you going?" Each time the little boy would respond, "Nowhere." Do you have any idea where you are going in life? Do you understand your purpose and the journey of life? In order for you to understand where you are going, you must first look at where you have been, past, and where you are, presently. After Adam and Eve had transgressed in the Garden of Eden, God asked,
Where art thou?
The same question could be asked of you. Where are you? What is your ministry? What is your vision? What is the will of God for your life? All of us are most effective when we are in the center of the will of God. Imagine what it would be like to be blind. What are some of the different emotions that you would feel? Now imagine what it would be like if you were blind and you were being led down the street by another blind person. What emotions would you feel? Would you like to get on a bus or in a taxi where the driver was blind? What about if the driver was always becoming distracted and turning around to talk to others instead of focusing on the road ahead? No one wants to follow a leader that is blind, without a vision, not a wife, not a family, not students in the classroom, not workers in the workplace, not saints in the church, not members of an organization, no one. Followers will always be afraid of falling in the ditch.
Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch.
Vision is a clear picture in our minds of what life will be like down the road. It gives us an understanding of where we are going. Vision sets direction for our lives and serves as a roadmap to us. Once we understand where we are going, we must know how to get there from where we are. We then fix our eyes on our destination and start working on a plan to get us there. Our destination needs to be kept clearly in sight. Some spiritual people have a problem with planning. They think that walking by faith means that you have no plan. It has been aptly said, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Planning and faith go hand in hand. Effective, biblical faith is defined in Hebrews 11:1.
Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Faith involves having something that you hope for, a goal, plan, or vision. If you look at the heroes of faith mentioned in Hebrews 11, you would notice that many of them shared the quality of having a vision. They were men with a vision. The church was birthed in Acts 2 using men of vision. Nehemiah was a visionary leader that prayed and planned. He didn't ask God for a miracle. He asked for an opportunity. There are lots of opportunities that will come our way. We need to learn to take advantage of the ones that will enable us to fulfill the vision God has given to us. Each opportunity and open door should be assessed by asking, how does this help me fulfill my life's calling and vision? Not all good ideas are God's ideas, so we must be careful. Everything that moves us forward toward accomplishing our vision gets a green light on the road of life. Everything else gets a caution light or even a red light. We will need to continue to align ourselves and refocus on our vision for ministry. This way we will conform our lives to the roadmap and plan that God has prepared for us to follow. How will you get there? Once we understand where we are going, it is only natural to ask, how will we get there? We must be careful here, because we can begin to how our vision to death. In fact, others will try to how your vision to death by asking many questions. Where did the vision come from? If it is from God, and it should be, then how is it God's problem? What God has ordained, He will bring to pass.
For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end.
For each man of faith in the Bible, God provided not only the what, but also the how. Moses was asked to deliver God's children from the land of Egypt. He was told what to do and how to do it. Noah was told to build an ark. He was told what to do and how to do it. In both the construction of the tabernacle and the temple, they were told what to do and how to do it. The disciples were called to take the gospel to the whole world. They were told what to do and how to do it. As we look at the history of visionary leaders throughout the Word of God and throughout time, we conclude, what always precedes how? You'll often know what to do before you know how to do it. It is important to wait on the Lord in prayer until you know the steps, the hows, needed to accomplish the vision. In Luke 1, a virgin named Mary was given a vision for her life. What was it? She would bring forth the Messiah and call his name Jesus. Quite naturally, the first thing that came into Mary's mind was, how shall this be? The angel gives a brief explanation and wraps it up with, for with God nothing shall be impossible. Perhaps, in your mind, you've already made a list of why the vision can't be done through you. When you complete this list of vision killers, you need to give it a befitting burial.
I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me.